Fuck, Rush. How do you do this?
I need my leverage, dog.
So I have to figure out. Hold on, let me get a picture up for you guys real quick. Ignore the pile of boxes behind me.
Holy shit! What's that pile of boxes behind you?
Wait, there's pile of boxes.
Bodies.
I hit the floor.
Ooh, No, that's a different
a little bit
song.
of a mess right now because depression. But I'm trying to make. I'm putting in Patreon general. So this plane I'm trying to do on this.
Yeah.
The color scheme. So do I do black where these fins are? Because there's a little bit of part separation. Hold on, let me get a light on there.
I already don't understand the question fully. My ass.
So I'm asking like where should I put the paint?
On the
plane. On the plane. Like how should I separate it? So like you can see like these little square pieces right here where my finger is are like separate, like they're pronounced. Should I do black on both these ends and then a white body with?
Are you going for a true to life scheme? Is there like a scheme that exists?
Well, the scheme is in Patreon general.
Okay.
I'm trying to basically put that scheme onto this plane.
You're gonna turn him into a transformer.
Basically. So do I do main body blue, and then the engine compartment, the engine, which would basically be like these little sections that are about as thick as my finger.
You could do the back end, except the flaps, or except the rear wings.
Yeah,
white.
these.
Yeah, and then box that middle part in with black.
Okay.
Yeah. And just if you want to make it easy on yourself, just look for lines in the like paneling, and just divide it there.
Yeah, all gajillion of them.
What's that thing called again?
So this is a F-14 Tomcat. Or F-15. Hold on, is it F-15 or F-14?
The Tomcat is the 14.
F-14A Tomcat. So, let me get... I don't know how to... I use Photoshop just to color it, but I don't know how to make a...
Oh, this is a Lego.
I'm very bad at... whatchamacallit?
Things.
Photoshop. I'm very bad at Photoshop. And words. I just kind of sit there and go...
Check them right. Check them right.
Check out.
I just showed our age.
Yes.
Trying to get let me see if I can get a top view of one of these.
Check them out.
All right, here we go. Can I get like a high res photo? Thank you, Chip. That's a Lego. I don't want that. Here's a drawing that I can mess with. Perfect. If I get one more WebP file, I'm going to set something on fire.
WebP.
He said P.
Whoever created WebP needs to literally be like
sent
to Gulag. Yep. Send them to Gulag. Rest of life.
Why am I
still here?
Just
to suffer.
I know. Every day I'm suffering. Alright, I need to airbrush.
Hier, bro.
Brushki manushki.
Gunnersk.
I need to clean that up again soon. Oh, baby.
How was I supposed to know?
Be a blind girl. Do-do-do.
Shouldn't have left you go. I've been really digging those Hope Core videos on Instagram Reels, man.
Those are fun. The memes on it are amazing.
You know what? We might as well just go white on the bolter. You know, holy gun and all.
Yeah. That's why I said like beige
Yeah.
born. It fits the theme, it fits the scheme.
Yeah, boy.
It's a mean green killing machine.
Meme machine scheme. What?
Okay.
What?
Turned down for what?
Turn down for a minute.
Don't walk away.
Gunnersk.
It's a DHL order now.
Baba Ganoush.
Isn't that a dish?
Yep.
Une
Again,
dish.
something that randomly pops up in my head for some reason.
Yeah, and then make the icon gold. I think that'll be dope. Do you own oil paints, Rose?
Nope.
Nope?
Not yet.
Maybe I'll ask Dylan if he's willing to talk us through some of the basics of this stuff.
Yeah, that would be good. And that's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. Here. Get out before I pull a brush or a robot.
What?
No, I got to clean my airbrush out before I pull
Oh,
a
yeah.
brush or a robot. Mm.
Dude, that and then the bubbling of the airbrush really sounded absolutely fucking disgusting.
Heinous, bro. That sounded heinous as
Mm.
hell.
Do you want some more of this? Yes, some bubbly gubbly.
I don't mind the bubbles. It was just the absolutely disgusting burp followed by the bubbles of your airbrush.
You literally just fucking killed like.
It's like I'm nervous.
Basically. Oh, and then. Oh, that's gonna be dark. Still blue nose, screw it. So that.
You didn't own a airbrush, did you, Saku?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Do you have
I'll be doing-
masking tape?
I do.
That would be perfect to just painting that body of the airplane, man.
Yeah, it'll be really easy. Right now I'm in Photoshop coloring it in how I kind of thinking I'm wanting it. Oh, it has gold in it. Where am I gonna put yellow? Ugh. Put yellow in the engines. I'm gonna have to get some detail. I can get paw plate and just stick it in the holes.
That's what she said.
I mean, dude, if she's into paw plate, I'm into paw plate. All right. And also, she's into paw plate. You should marry her.
Into what now?
That or run. Paw plate. It's short for plastic plate, like plastic card.
Hmm.
You know, when you go to the hobby store, those plastic sheets, so you can get the plain sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call it plot plate. I do, and my group
Plot
does.
plate.
Plot plate.
Plot, slop, slop, slop.
I legitimately have a soundbite for you of that. Where it's just clap, 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 slap, slap, slap.
Mm.
And we'll do the engines. We'll do like the butt blue. I also gotta scribe this piece of shit.
You gotta do what now?
Scribe it.
Scribe?
Yep, scribe. You take a needle and you take it in the panel lines and you make them deeper.
Oh, you call that scribe?
Yeah, we call it scribing. You look up scribing tools. There's what we use.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Make it the absolute sense.
Yeah. Ooh, and then paint the skull and the bolter gold will be really nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's gonna look sexual.
And then mag silver.
Yeah,
Even.
I was thinking of doing it like
same as the trim with the shoulder.
I wanted to do that with the
Yeah.
skull.
Yeah.
And then do the metals, shade them more with known oil to make them like gunmetal.
All right.
With just bright silvery highlights.
Mother of God.
Sweet mother of God.
I'm like your kid right now. Last night. Do not give me caffeine in the morning, Jesus.
I smell like beef.
Bang.
What the fuck?
Oh, I will have my 3D printer up and running by the end of next month.
Nice, dude.
Yep. I've decided to put a tent in my room with a charcoal filter.
Nice.
So, and it'll be right next to a window with fans and all that shit. So,
Cool.
yeah. I won't die horribly. A slow, painful
You
resident.
gotta die someday. Must
No.
be doing something.
Come on, you want to live forever?
Losers.
Immortality. I laugh at you. Material. How do I rotate text? I wonder. That's for a different. It's for a different day.
Or you select the layer and you press Control T. Control T is, I believe, always rotate whatever you have selected in Photoshop. Not rotate in and of itself, but you basically get all the options to change the dimensions and the rotation of the particle.
Okay.
It's easy peasy, man. I can feel it in every fiber of my bone that I'm tired.
Boom.
Bone. And then this afternoon, when I said I was going to take a nap, I could not for the life of me fall asleep.
I hate when it happens.
I was basically just twisting and turning continuously in the hopes of either.
Catching some Z's.
Yeah. Basically, I got up at some point to help out with dinner stuffs. Dinner things. think I'll just use contrast on the metallics to make it look like gunmetal. Gunmetal.
Not the gunmetal.
I'll most likely just use all the details or fill in all the details on the outside looking part of the model just for brevity's sake. Just make sure that the basing is all in place on the inside. But seeing as this would be like a piece that you would put on a table or in a cupboard, you wouldn't really like see the back of it. So
It's not a play piece. So.
No, exactly. So I'm just putting down the base colors in this way and then be done with it and just focus. We'll just focus on the outside. I think keeping the slider up top, oh no, this needs to be metal as well. I believe if I remember bolters correctly. Bolters.
Beholder.
But first, we take contrast.
Contrast.
Contrast. What color contrast we're going to do? Not with silicon and gray. Black Templar, I believe, has a little bit of a bluish hue to it. So, Black Templar for that specific bluish glow, but also to darken down the metallics a little bit. But before we do that, here's a word from our sponsor. I kid, I make joke. Gonna take lead belcher and put lead belcher all over the metallic bits that I've possibly forgotten.
Curry sauce all over your ears.
Anush. Oh, I've been invited for another day of one to visit a voortgezet onderwijs, which is basically like a high school.
Yeah.
And the other one to join on a elementary school. They replied today.
Oh, nice.
Took them 3 fucking weeks, but hey, who's counting?
A reply is better than no reply.
That is true.
And it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. I like a reply either way.
Yeah.
So you can close that mental spot.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah.
But because Zaku said he wanted to
Oh, it's going to be his fault.
Because he wanted to do like muzzle burn.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do it, and I was gonna do it on the engines of this plane as well, along with a bunch of other stuff.
We can add it to the mathematics.
Thank you, good sir. I shall be right back.
See?
Caffeine is not happy with my body.
Johnny Topope.
De bunda la caca. Topi.
Bundes la cacas. I don't know if this is lore accurate, but don't hold me to it.
Yo, the fucking low.
Exactly.
Custom chapters exist, so fucking YOLO.
Yeah, that's you.
Alright, I have to go back with the white paint again. So one more with those with water to neutralize the fucking cleaner.
You working on your Silent King?
Yep. I'm finishing up the menhirs tonight.
Menhirs.
Just need to do the airbrushing. Need to do some lettering.
Lettering?
Yeah, lettering like the runes on the thing on the slab.
For a second there, I thought leathers. I was like, wait, Necron models have leathers?
Some do.
Well, I know the flayed one have.
Yeah. But yeah, that's raw leather. Just you can see. Rawhide.
Rawhide.
Hit him up. Hit him up. Rawhide. I should need to find a solution to dampen my compressor. At some point.
Where's your compressor dying?
Hmm?
What is going on with your compressor?
Oh, it's just on my desk being loud.
Oh.
Shaking.
Don't you have like those rubber playmats at home for your kids?
No, not really. We have one like the big fold-out mat from IKEA.
Oh yeah?
That's about it.
It is not it. Now let's break out the black Templar, shade the entire metallics. Even though some of them have been done with non-oil, I'll do them again with black Templar. And just add it to the rest. But I'll add it to my wet palette and make it a little bit wet to make sure that it is a little bit diluted, because you can always add more, but you cannot remove any paint. So paint, food, salt is always a good analogy in my book.
I returned.
Welcome back.
Yeah, don't eat gummy bears first thing when you wake up in the morning.
Edible gummy bears or regular gummy bears?
Regular, just regular non-hallucinogenic. The not fun ones. No, we didn't have fun this morning. I didn't see walruses on my ceiling.
I did not see her. I did not.
Oh, Monument came out with a new go bag.
What does that mean?
Well, you know their big bag that they had where you can put all your all their paints and miniatures in there.
I did not,
Yep.
but
yeah, they had this giant bag. It was like a go bag with like a little cutting palette and like you could put all your paints in it, little things for your brush and everything.
yeah.
They made a smaller version of it now.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not usually something that I am excited by, so I think I might have just missed it.
I get excited with pretty much everything. So
You're just a very excited little boy.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
April 6th.
We will also be using the contrast to add some scratches onto the metallic in order to make it look a little bit worn, which I think fits the bill.
It's a woman.
It's a whammon.
It can be Bill.
Could be Bill.
Billy.
Yeah. Or Bilma.
Bill.
Or Bill Marie.
Guilty.
Also, I'm using an older brush to apply contrast because contrast is fairly monstrous when it comes to your brushes.
It stinks a lot.
Not only that, but because it is so physically diluted, you can absolutely destroy your brushes when it crawls up your brush
Yep.
after prolonged application / usage. Now we let it fully and thoroughly dry. Bruh.
Aye.
Yes, they're called Megasaurs.
Mega.
So Rakar's flash back to the bottom lines of the gun to bring in a little bit of the idea of lighting.
Oh yeah.
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 Hi. Love it.
And then the mixture. No. Give me
Fuck. Forgot it.
Fark.
Fuck. I'll do it with the brush.
So yeah, Rakar's
Oh,
flash
yeah,
to the
yeah,
bottom edges. And then a mixture of Screaming Skull and Rakar's flesh above that.
Oh yeah.
Connect it a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're just gonna take the Screaming Skull and apply it to the rest. Mwah.
Yeah.
And make sure to now go into the record flash.
Was it like the cuckoo birds that always lay their eggs in nests of different birds? Which one was that again?
Could be.
Yeah, cuckoos. Yeah. There's a little reel. Noise that fucking tears me up.
And then another screaming skull. So like
Pancake for me.
everything towards the top of the panel on the gun. And then again to all the upper lying ports.
Work,
Work, work.
work, 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 work,
Work,
work,
work, work.
Yummy, yummy, work, work.
This is just all pure screaming skull.
Ah.
There we go. Nice and beige looking. Now for the
Budget.
Bajari, for the grip. We do the same. Just dilute it a little bit, make it a heavy glaze. Heavy. And then just go to top bits.
Right. And to satin varnish.
Satinisch varschinisch.
Yes. Before I forget again, I need to do some brushwork.
And then we take that heavy glaze of Screaming Skull again, and we'll just select the little bits just above the rock art flash. Just brush it on. And then, to bring the edge highlighting back, but also add some scratching, and a little bit of damage, battle damage, un petit peu, little bit of damage. I will take these,
Nuts.
which is nice and thick. Vallejo dead weight, and we'll just apply some white edge highlighting.
Pure white?
Pure white.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, no.
Hell yeah, bread butter.
And because these are nice straight edges, you can just apply the side of your brush. Press gently. And brush it on.
Brush it out.
Holy shit. So, are you guys familiar with Evangelion?
Yes.
So the creators of Evangelion made a Gundam show or a Gundam movie.
Really?
Yes, you should watch. It's called Guux. Gundam Mulsu Guux. It has surpassed 3 billion yen in the box office in Japan.
Is it new?
It's brand new.
Okay.
So it has all the Evangelion designs mixed with Gundam designs.
That's kind of dope.
Dude, like they're sick looking. Like the Gundam actually has like the mouth of Evangelion. Like think of a Gundam in your head, like the
Yeah.
old one. Now put the mouth of Evangelion inside of it.
It's kind of dope.
Yeah. It's supposedly really freaking good. I gotta watch it.
First, we're doing all the edges, and then we're
3
gonna
million.
add some scratches.
It's 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice.
Here, I'll send you a picture of what the Gundam looks like a little bit. But in general,
Check it out in a second.
do your thing. Take your time. There's never a rush with me.
Dope.
Yeah. It's nuts.
There's no say.
All right. That's fine. That probably for a bit.
Take your time with this. I'm speeding this up, but I also know that we're going to be fixing this with the with the scratches. Dude, the riff to Chokehold by Sleep Token really reminds me of one of the Limp Bizkit songs.
So the cool thing about Sleep Token reminds me of like all my favorite bands when I was a kid. To be honest,
Yeah,
like I feel their heavy riffs have a little bit of like Slipknot influence,
yeah, I feel you.
but also like I don't know, it's they're so
Their own.
yeah, they're so their own. Alkaline though drives me insane. The music video is they I think they took what's it's like stop motion, the music
Oh,
video
yeah.
in some points, and he's doing like these crazy things with his fingers like he's possessed, and like these guys in hazmat suits and M4s and lasers like start coming in and like clearing the rooms, and so it's like SCP stuff. It's really cool.
Now let's say this gun has been used and abused a little bit. So we're gonna take a little bit of dark brown in Rhinox hide.
Okay. Make it a little bit dirty.
Not necessarily. We're gonna add just some simple scratches and battle damage stuff to it.
Okay.
We're gonna clean out this
Okay, okay.
pot, the
Yeah.
airbrush disposal pot.
So we'll just take the Rhinox hide. We'll just make some tiny scratches on there as though the
Well, it's like cracking, like it's cracking the paint.
not necessarily cracking, but we're gonna make it look as though the actual material of which the casing is built is coming through a little bit, you know?
Okay.
We're not gonna overdo this as well. We're just gonna paint it on here and there. On bits and things that it would be.
You know, where
Ooh.
you'd bump your rifle, etc.
Yeah, exactly. And not overdo it, just make it look a little bit believable. And I've taken brown because it contrasts nicely with
Yeah.
feels like white basically.
All right, I'm happy for tonight.
All right, man. Take care.
No, I'm not hopping off.
Oh,
But
sorry.
I'm happy with the progress for tonight.
Good.
Oh,
Let me snap a picture. For the whippies.
Whippy.
Oh, stop.
And now that we have these on, we're going to highlight those with white. Pure white. You're going to want to highlight them in such a way that they're believable. So the edges to those highlights would be at the bottom. Take a stipple in to it a little bit, like into the browns. Just be careful when doing this not to overflow, but you know which colors we've used for the dents and stuff, so you can always fix it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Good enough. Where was I? Last time with my whips, I was right there. Okay.
So usually you'd go about using colors fitting to it and stuff, but for now we're just keeping it easy. And then add some scratches, like for example here, because you'd think the paint would get damaged as well. So, but you don't always have like damage that goes all the way through to the casing, right?
Right.
So you'll just use your highlight color to add a little bit of damage. You can do this for basically like any size model.
Mm.
You can extend like a scratch that's not deep enough, but noticeable. And you don't have to overdo this either. Just gentle, soft strokes. That's what she said, haha. And that will bring the gun to life a bit more than it would be than when it's flat. Now we take a little bit of lead belcher to bring back the gunmetal. Lead belcher is just a standard metallic that we put on there earlier. And with this one again, we're just going to do edge highlighting. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy, just apply it.
Nothing too fancy.
Nothing too fancy, nothing too pantsy. We're going to do the same thing that we did with the other, like the gun casing, basically. And as long as you keep it simple, you should be more than okay. Just respect your previous highlights. That's basically about it. And then we'll do the muzzle burn.
Oh.
And then with this one as well, just take the tip of your brush and start scratching on some bits and bobs so you have a little bit of play. You don't really have to necessarily go insane with the glazing or anything to bring it back to life. If that makes any sense? Especially by dotting it on by the edges a bit. It's going to help with suspension of disbelief. Don't overdo it. There's a little scratch here and there.
We also use a sponge for like other weathering effects.
Yeah, you could use a sponge. I'm choosing not to because I feel like sponging is the easier like technique to learn.
I disagree. You really have to tear down a good corner of the sponge. You first have to rip up the sponge, like have a good difference in textures on there. Then you need to know how much paint is on the on the sponge. I'd say brushing it on just carefully is easier.
If you're used to like painting small little details like that, I agree.
Yeah. But a thinner brush does help in this case. You just have to rinse it out quicker and apply more paint faster.
Apply faster, more paint. More
Yes.
apply paint faster.
More paint, fly faster.
Muy.
Apply paint faster, more.
No, we can do the scratches and stuff even deeper, but it basically results in going towards black and putting down the like deepest dents if you want. But we're gonna leave it for that, and now we're gonna do muzzle burn, and that'll be the final thing for this eve. And then next session we're gonna be cleaning up everything after the fact.
Sounds good.
And you wanted to know muzzle burn, and muzzle burn can be done quite easily, but I use the classic GW shades for that.
Okay.
Which could be done the same way as you would yours.
I'll probably go and get some GW shade color.
Yeah, you could
Just
dilute
know
your
it's easier.
paints yourself, but it's basically I'm using the old formula Druki Violet, the old formula
Okay.
Seraphim Sepia,
Okay.
and then I'll take what's the other one again? Drakenhof Nightshade.
What the fuck? What?
Drakenhof Nightshade.
Oh, okay.
So you use basically the blue shade, an orange shade, and a purple shade.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
That's about
make
it.
these yourself. And then I gotta grab a reference real fast because I haven't done these too often, but
Let me see if I can grab
Muzzleburn.
one for you, actually. Because
I found it already. It goes blue, purple, orange, and sometimes it can go yellow, but
yeah, that's high intense heat.
hi.
Especially like melting point.
Yeah, so basically what I do in order to make this easier for myself is I put the shades onto the palette.
Mm-hmm.
But order doesn't really matter, to be fair. The order of application matters.
Flesh and blood on valley above the earth below.
The longer the muzzle, also, the easier it is to apply this in a proper manner. But for
Okay.
this one,
Well,
we'll just apply
it's
it.
about the same length, so.
What? That's what she said. Who?
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So Amazon messed up. I ordered a 20 milliliter tube of Vallejo plastic putty to fill in some gaps,
Yeah.
and they gave me 6.
Nice. Profit.
Yeah, so I'm giving them away to my the guys at my gunplay club.
Then I dilute them all with a bit of water. The shades are thin of themselves, but this is just with the idea of being able to apply layers.
Would you say like maybe like only 1 or 2 drops from a pipette?
Not even then, man. Not even that. Just what I'm doing is like a little bit of the brush.
Oh, okay.
Add a little bit of water, mix them in. So you have a little bit of see-through. Because again, it's easier to reapply than to remove.
Right.
And then, yeah, basically what I would do is I'd go for the... In this case, I'd go for the orange first, closest to the gun. Just apply it. I'll just do one side for ease. But if you want to do it all, you gotta like work quickly. Put it all into place. Doesn't really matter if you touch the gun a bit. Then you go to purple. Add that to the whole thing. Like in a second
You're
stroke.
striping it basically.
Yeah, you stripe it. And because it's quite wet, they'll blend into one another or bleed into one another. And then you take blue. And then you basically apply that to the front. And what you've done is you've applied a microfilm of paint to that surface. You let them dry, and then you repeat the process until the colors build up to the extent that you like it. But I'll keep doing that for a minute. I'll just let the paint dry.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to do this this project. So, because it's gonna incorporate all my skill.
Skillati!
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna push me pretty hard. So. I thought about doing some lights in the kit itself, but I'm like, oh hell no.
With the jet?
Yeah. I was gonna put some LED lights in the engine. In the thrusters. But I was like, no. That would take me 3 gajillion years.
It is a lot of work. Unless you know exactly what you're doing.
Hmm.
And also what I like about applying like thin layers of shading in order to make the muzzle burn is the blend will look a little bit smoother because the colors overlap here and there easier.
So, do we want to do vertical or can we do like?
Well,
Do you do vertical stripes or horizontal stripes?
you do horizontal stripes.
Okay.
Like if you'd have your jet engine,
Right.
basically, huh?
So I'm holding the jet engine. So
if you're holding the jet and you hold it by the nose, the engine should be pointing downwards, right?
right.
Or the exhaust.
Yeah.
Then you'd paint horizontally because heat will always go towards the source, basically, or from the source,
Right.
come from the source, depending on how you look at it. And then you want to, from there on, paint horizontally, so blue towards the floor, then second one purple, and then third one orange. It's the easiest way to achieve it.
Sick. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, no problem at all. If you do them horizontally, then you get the issue that the heat signature will be red in a way that is highly unbelievable. Because basically what you're doing with painting most of the time is just suspension of disbelief. Can you read it as a this and that? Yes, okay, then you've achieved your goal. It doesn't matter if the orange like nicks into the model because it's a shade, so. And then you take the blue and then you put it on the outside.
Awesome. You just keep working and working and working and working and working it until it.
Well, you could put the layers in at once.
Right.
But if you mess it up, then it'll be visible. I can show you in a second.
I probably have to start over again then.
I can show you in a second, doing it undiluted. I mean, now you can slowly
use contrast for it.
You could use contrast.
Yeah.
You'll want to thin those definitely because they behave like ink.
Those work too well.
So I'll take some of it and use it undiluted and just apply that so you can see like.
I'm starting to actually see it on the top of the gun right now.
Yeah, it's subtle, and basically you can
work it.
You can build it up to how thick you want it to be, and because you apply it thinner, it'll take longer, but you'll have more control over where the transitions happen.
Uh-huh.
And if you're uncertain, you can always just let the layers dry in between and see what happens. I'm just applying the shade undiluted to the palette now, because you'll want it on your palette in order to work quick, because you'll get a better transition if the layers are wet still. Oh, we still need to do the icon as well, but basically you can apply the same technique that we did to the shoulder pad. I'll do that off camera and record it.
Okay.
So now I'm going to do it undiluted, and you can see like the difference. I'm loading my brush up pretty heavily, just blowing on the model in order to dry the paints. So this is undiluted Seraphim Sepia.
Oh, okay.
I'm pushing it in a little bit. Then dry my brush, or wash my brush, sorry. Dry it on the palette, load my brush up with the purple. Put that on. And then wash my brush, load my brush up with the blue, and just add that to it. And the effect is thicker now, but you have a little less control.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, it's gonna look real good. Sick.
Sugoi, sugoi, sugoi. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a second model kit because I put some of the putty on this in areas where I can't sand it.
There's tools for that.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get them. I'm gonna paint this one up as a mock paint job, a test paint job. It was only $2, so I'm not really fussing.
Yeah.
So, and the replacement model that I'll be getting is a lot higher quality, and it's only 12.
Now, if you want to bring a little bit more life to the metallics, I'm gonna add a little bit of aluminum white to the palette, which is like the brightest metallic one of the brightest metallics that I have. And I'll basically just take that color and just add it like slightly here and there to add a little bit to that like light effect type of deal going on.
I'll be back in the bathroom again.
Okay. Just brighten it up. Gonna add to it a little bit to the scratches. You just stipple that on here and there, it adds the liveliness of the model. There you go. There you go. Un bolter.
Un petit bolter.
Yeah, I'll do the icon and stuff off the lessons. But I think we've covered most of the basic techniques. And then we'll move on from there. Move on.